Please sit down, Dweezil. I win the Battle of Bards. Crowd want Catamon. I come to Anfail for Festival of Aegon. Catamon nears him. A warforged compare. My opponent? A half-elf. Catamon sees him. He tried to win with jokes about some lycanthropes. Catamon roasting. Mette the ass crowd. Van Seville? Or the piggins? Catamon beat him. I exit as winner, but somehow lose my token. Catamon leaves him. But I hear Dweezil get angry with Mette D. Catamon shamed him. Dweezil is great bad. He just unlucky on day. Catamon tossed him. But now I must go. Story is Dweezil's to tell. Catamon thanks him. I just hope this loss helps reignite Dweezil's fire. In dice and desire.
You've done Battle of the Bards. Dweezil lost, but equally won in a roundabout way. What would you like to do now? Would you like to go to find the treasure? Would you like to ride a bull?
Kind of want to see Quinch ride a bull.
Yeah, riding the bull.
Yeah. Let's go and ride the bull. I think there was some signpost back there, wasn't there?
Well, yes. Let's suggest that you did find some signposts. You love signposts. We all know that. And you find yourself back at where the event is. No, the stall. As you're approaching it, and you see this bull pit, a cheery another half orc greets you by the circle, and there's obviously fencing all around where the bull and everything would be kept in, and he looks at you and he goes, "You look like a man who likes to ride a bull."
I certainly am. You found the right person.
Excellent. My name is Doodum Ridestrong.
Doodum. I think I've heard of you, at least in the festival. Are you in charge of the bull riding?
This one?
Oh, there it is. Look at that. Yes, that's the one.
Excellent. Did you speak to Papa? Have you got a slip for your ride?
Of course, yes. Here we go. Here's my slip.
Oh, that's a good name. Dragon Boy. Hello, Dragon Boy. Doodum, Dragon Boy.
Nice to meet you.
Good conversation. Thanks for the pause. Are you ready? You want ride bull?
Yes. Tell me what the jig is.
You just have to ride bull and stay on until you manage to calm bull, and he love you.
Oh, it's a real bull.
Oh yes, real bull. No magic bull. Real bull.
Ah, fascinating.
His name also Doodum. Not same. Him name Doodum, my name Doodum. Both
so
Doodum.
I'll be riding Doodum.
Yes, but not me Doodum. Him Doodum.
Right. Okay. Well,
it's confusing. I don't know why I name him Doodum. Him name Doodum also.
Okay. I like it. You're a fruity character. I like the cut of your jig.
Me like you too. Doodum like everyone, especially people who ride bull. Come this way, and he leads you around the other side of the bull pit, and you see this sort of rather nasty looking bull, essentially trapped in place. It's just got spittle just dripping down. It's just got anger in its eyes. It's kicking out. It's just not in a particularly good demeanor at the moment. It's very angry.
Doodum, do you have any other bulls available?
No, Doodum just have Doodum.
Right. Okay. That seems probably, yeah.
If Doodum happy, it not be easy. It not be hard, and people do this all the time. So Doodum have angry bull Doodum.
Okay, that's cool, Doodum.
Would you like to ride Doodum?
Yes, please. Yeah. So what? Do I just hop up on top of this bad boy?
Yep, just climb up and just jump on top of Doodum. Not me Doodum, him Doodum.
And am I allowed to use any special techniques? Is it sort of no holes barred?
Just stay on.
Okay. Quinch readies his wings slightly, allowing him hopefully a little more balance and perhaps maneuverability. Quinch grasps the. I assume the bull has horns.
The bull does have horns. So as you climb on, the bull, while is angry and not particularly happy about you riding him, is stuck in place. Like it's not going to be able to throw you off at this point. But you can definitely feel like the tenseness under you as you sit down on the bull's back. It's this point that Doodum the half-orc has walked off.
Doodum, I was going to ask you for any tips. Okay.
And he's gone. And he basically goes into the bull pit, and there's one of his assistants the other side of the fence, and he looks at you says, ready?
Yeah, as I'll ever be.
Okay, so the way this is going to work, we're going to release the fence. Bull is going to come out angry, okay? What I'm going to need you to do is I'm going to need you to do some animal handling checks.
Oh. Okay.
And also, on the back of that will determine how angry the bull is, and therefore how much strength and dexterity you're going to need to apply to stay on the bull. Okay?
I have one question before we go any further.
Yep.
How's this going to work when the bull is asleep?
Great question. Great question. I can't stop you using magic, really. I would argue though, if a bull goes from angry to asleep, there might be some question marks over whether any foul play has been undertaken.
Someone tie up Gregamel.
I would suggest that you use that wisely. I'm not going to stop it, but I would say we'll see how that
Maybe
goes.
I'll leave it until it's been worn out a little bit. And then...
Okay. So straight out of the bat, I need an animal handling check, and then we'll do a strength or dexterity. So you can try and stay on, or you can try and grip on, depending on how you do it. If you succeed, you manage to go on, and there are various levels of anger to this bull. So if you succeed at a animal handling check, you manage to get it down a level and make it less angry and therefore easier to ride. If you critically succeed, it goes down 2 levels. If you critically miss, it goes up 2 levels and gets. If you critical miss, it goes straight back to very angry, top of the pile.
Yeah, sure. I'm glad I've got bardic inspiration to help me, like Dweezil helped all his other friends.
Dweezil does at this point realise and does shout over to you. I have every faith in you. I have every faith in you, Quinch, as ever. You always have my support. And he imbues you with his bardic inspiration.
How many inspirations do you get?
I get 4.
Okay.
Can Krill see the bull?
Yeah. You're on the outside.
Krill speaks to the bull and he says, "Hey you, hey buddy."
Oh, here we go.
My big blue friend said that if he manages to stay on your back, he's gonna stick his fist up your ass. Yeah, and then he's gonna make you enjoy it.
I'm very glad that I get to play Angry Bull at 11 o'clock at night when my family are all in bed. No! And with that, Doodum the half-orc lifts the fence, and Doodum the bull enters the ballroom. So, bang! First, animal handling check, please.
Animal handling, here we go. 9.
A 9 will not succeed. Sorry, what did you say? 9 will stay the same. Yeah, so he's still very, very angry. So to stay on with a strength or dexterity, I need a 20 plus.
So I need to roll 17. I rolled a 1.
Or 1. You straight off the bat fall off the bull, and that's the end of your turn in the bull ring.
Can I do?
Dudum literally throws you straight off.
You can't inspire after you know the result.
Yeah.
Cool. And it wouldn't help anyway because your inspiration would only be able to give you what, +4 or something.
Yeah, plus 6. I guess it would be maximum, which would be 10 off.
Yeah, and you needed a 20 plus. So you are straight off the bull, flying.
Yeah. I'll catch myself in midair with my wings.
And that is the end of your turn at the bull ring. Dudum the half orc.
To Dudum and say, well, he didn't hit the floor, so is that technically falling off?
Oh.
He was thrown off. This is technicalities. If it was as simple as this, everyone bring rings, everyone just fly, everyone make joke of Dudum the bull even more angry. Dudum can't pay his bills. Dudum's wife out on the street. What do you want from me? This is business. Some people lose. Your friend has lost.
Dudum, what is your wife called? What is your wife's name?
Dardum.
Send my love to Dardum, will you? You've been a fine showman. Your magnificent beast is one of the most handsome bulls I've ever seen, and he has a firing rage like only the best bulls I've ever ridden. It was a privilege and an honour to be thrown from his magnificent back.
This is the point where Dweezil approaches Dudum and says and whispers to him, Dudum, everything that happened in the last 5 minutes was a performance. My friend Quinch, as you can tell, is not the type of man who would easily be thrown from a bull, but what he did was he played along, almost as a ruse, so that those watching would feel that this contest was the match of a warrior of his standing. What he has done for you is he has raised the standard, the expectation, the profile of your contest. But you know, and I know, that this contest is no match for a warrior of Quinch, the bringer of omens, renown. Now, Quinch has done you a favour. Now you must do me a favour, and you must give Quinch a second roll of the dice, as it were, free of charge.
A.K.A. Dragon Boy.
A.K.A. Dragon Boy. I call him Quinch as a kind of pet name.
Can you give me a persuasion?
Do you want more than an 18?
At this.
Do you want more than an 18?
Yeah.
Oh. At disadvantage, then we'll take that 16 plus 8, 24.
I not give him second ride of bull. Dudum is angry. I don't think anyone wants to see him ride the bull again. It was quite embarrassing for your friend. I tell you what.
I'm not embarrassed.
And he looks around. How about I give you winner's chip and we pretend he won?
That is acceptable.
Okay. And he reaches in and he sleight of hands, very unsuccessfully, dropping the chip on the floor, and then just nods down at you to make you sort of finish off the movement.
Quinch is disappointed to note that the coin has landed in a pile of bullshit.
I nod up to Derek as if to say, just mage hand that one back up to me, mate. But let's not make it
I'll do that.
embarrassing than it is.
I'll mage hand it back up.
Who picks it up? Or sorry, who does the magic hand? Who does the
Oh
mage
no,
hand?
to Dweezil 2 coins over here.
Yeah, I do that.
Is he giving it to you?
All the coins. I want all the coins. All the coins is what it's going to take to make me forget the embarrassment on the stage.
So you're going to enter the tug of war twice.
Make sure you wipe that.
We have one event left before the tug of war.
It's the finding event.
Find the treasure. The most basic of all. You've worked your way around the festival somewhat. You've sort of understood where pretty much everything is. You've got an idea of where the find treasure stall is likely to be, and you head in its general direction. It's worth saying that obviously you've been in now for a few hours competing in various events, and there's still quite a few people at the festival, but it's definitely quieter now than it was when you first arrived. People have come, they've won their money, they've lost their money, they've all had a good time, and whilst the main event of the tug of war is still to be played out, it's definitely somewhat quieter.
Are there any of the stalls?
There is the flagon on the field, which is a breakout of the whatever the other
the
place is called.
staggy flagon, the
Staghorn flagon or whatever it's
Staghorn
called.
flagon. Is it possible that as we're making our way towards to find the treasure, that Dweezil kind of secretly just hangs back and purchases either a crimson Toro or whatever it was called, crimson bullock,
Yeah.
or a cup of coffee, and hides it behind his back until we get to the event?
Yeah, go for it.
How much is that?
Hello, darling. What can I get you?
Do you have do you sell coffee?
Why are you speaking so quietly?
It's a racial trait, and to bring it up would be considered racist.
Oh, I didn't know. What race are you? I've seen
I'm
lots of races around here, and you look like a half elf. I don't know about half elves being.
I'm half elf, half whisperer.
Oh, okay. I've not heard of those. Where are they from?
We're from the mountains to the north of Triboard.
Interesting. I would have thought they would be quite loud around the mountains. Obviously, not a lot of people around there, so they can talk really loudly. As you can tell, I'm a bit of a talker myself, and I like to have a chat. My name's Doreen. What's your name?
My name is Jeff.
Jeff. Oh, a half elf, half whisperer called Jeff. Well, I'll tell you what, these festivals bring in loads of people like that. What can I get for you, darling?
Do you have any coffee?
I've got no coffee now. I've got a crimson bullock though.
I'll take a crimson bullock.
Are you wanting a mug or you wanting a gallon, darling?
A gallon of crimson bullock, please.
A gallon? Yeah, of course. That'll be 1 silver piece, please.
Okay. Dweezil hands over the silver piece to Doreen.
And Doreen pours out a lovely golden beverage, which could probably strip the paint off any shield. And has it. There you go. What are you doing today? You won any money today? You look like a winner, you two.
I won the Bard of Bards and the Riding the Bull competition.
Oh my goodness, did you? You wouldn't have been in the last one, I doubt, would you? I heard some big half orc won that. She sounded great from over here.
The Bard of Bards? No, I believe you mistaken. Actually, it was a half elf. It's easy sometimes with the noise of the festival. The words elf and orc can sometimes be confused. It was half. You got the half right, so half right.
Oh no, I definitely heard it was a half orc. There was quite a commotion. It was Catamon. She's known around here. Everyone loves Catamon. She usually wins. She's very good. She is. She does those poems, doesn't she, where she talks about the other people.
Dweezil just walks away.
Have a good day, and you win some more money, darling. All right.
He holds the crimson bullock behind his back.
Voices I never thought I'd do. Doreen. He heads towards find the treasure. A rather unremarkable stall awaits you. Unremarkable other than its height. It's where most of the other stalls are what I would like to call normal height. That's very heightest. This is somewhat lower as it's run by a gnome.
Oh, here they are.
Here we go. And behind, as you see, as you walk up to this unremarkable stall, you see a gnome, a female gnome, sat the other side, and she looks a little bit bedraggled and sort of like wispy hair all out and stuff like that, and she's sort of just a kooky little character. And as you walk up to the stall, you notice this box on top, quite weathered. There's essentially it's split up into a 6x6 box with doors, 36 doors on top, and painted upon it, somewhat weathered, but you can still make it out, is the depiction of like an island surrounded by water. And as you approach, the gnome pipes up and says, some more adventurers looking to see whether they want to try out their luck at Find the Treasure. How can I help? Would you like to play my wonderful game here?
I don't know, would we? Yes, maybe. Yes, we're playing treasure hunting games.
Oh, wonderful. I don't care what you call it as long as you spend your money with Lark's lovely Find the Treasure. I'm Lark. I'm a gnome, as you can see. I'm quite short. I'm a bit shorter than some of the others around here, but I make a good living at this. It's fun, it's easy, it's simple. I don't like to put any of my contestants in danger. It's just come here, test your luck, see if you can find the treasure, and that's as simple as it is. Just pick a door, see if the treasure's inside. That's all I ask of you. 1 gold piece per pick, though, darling.
Oh, well, okay. Here's a gold piece. I'll have a pick.
Gregamel?
Yes,
Bob,
yes.
Bob. Sorry, Bob.
What? Yes, sorry.
With this, Dweezil produces from behind his back the huge jug of Crimson Bullock and passes it to Bob, thus imbuing Bob with energy and also bardic inspiration.
You are a squire and a gentleman, my sir. This is the finest present anyone has ever given me. Let me just chill it up a little bit, and he's just going to use chill touch on it just to cool it down and make it nice and frosty.
Love it.
And
Right,
just downs it.
lovely.
That's a gallon of energy drink.
Yeah.
Brilliant. So the way this game is going to work,
You need really steady hands.
there's no skill to this. This is pure luck. Right, there are 36 plots for you to pick from. It's pure luck. What I'm going to ask you to do though is roll 3d12s. Okay. You can then. What's your insight modifier, including any proficiencies? Sorry.
Insight is just a +2.
+2. Okay. So whatever you roll, from that you can add or subtract up to 2. So let's say you roll 10 overall, you can pick anywhere from 8 to 12, your choice. Okay? As you look, there are some doors already open, so you know that these doors are already taken. And they are 11, 13, I don't know if you want to note these down.
Alright, so 11 and 13 have gone, yeah.
11, 13, 15, 16, 20, 25, and 32. They've all gone.
Okay.
It's 1 gold piece per pick, and the overall prize is 30 gold pieces.
Like the lowest one, isn't it?
Okay, you said there's 36 doors in total, so.
Yeah.
Okay.
So go for it. Roll 3d12s. Add or subtract anything up to 12. You can just take the number if you want to. You can add 2. You can do up to.
Okay, well, the first one is a 5, which I'm just going to take. The next one is a 2, which I'm going to take as well. And the next one is an 8, which I will add 2 to make it 10.
Is that not 15 then? Did you get an 8, a 2, and a 5?
8, 2, 5. Oh, yeah, sorry.
So 15, and
yeah.
you can add 2 or deduct 2.
To it, so yeah.
So 17.
Yeah.
You open door 17. Nothing inside.
I like this mechanic.
Nothing inside. So that's 1 gold piece.
Alright.
You don't have to play if you don't want to. You can walk away, my darling. It's purely luck, this one.
I'm going to go up to 10 gold pieces, because that's what everyone else has spent.
If the prize is 30 gold pieces,
Mhm.
couldn't he just play up to 30 doors
Good.
and
Yeah.
guarantee a win?
Bearing in mind, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 of them have already been taken. So there's only actually 29 doors. So you can guarantee yourself 1 gold piece win.
Oh,
No, I'm gonna go with this. I'm just gonna do it.
That'll be
I'm gonna
fun
play the
listening.
game. I'm not gonna be a spoil sport. So 9,
Metagaming
1,
of the in-game game.
and 5. That makes 15 again. I'm just gonna. 15's already gone. 13 has gone, so I'm gonna take 14 and just take away 1 from it.
14. Okay. You open up 14 and nothing inside.
Fix. Absolute fix. Right, fine. Next one. Here we go. 6, 1, and 1. I'm going to take away the 2 from it and have 6.
6. You open up 6. Nothing inside.
oh, come on.
What is this? Find the treasure or find the lack of treasure?
Listen, my big blue friend. This is just a straightforward game. It's just luck. I don't ask any skill. You know, you look like the kind of guy that would probably do very well at this because there's no skill involved.
Well, don't need to be like that.
Sounds like vicious mockery, that 1d4 psychic damage, that, Quinch.
Alright, here we go. We're going to try once more and then we're just going to give it up. So 3, 4, and 11. It's a grand total of 18. Let's stick with 18. Let's go for it.
You open up box number 18. You are blinded by the shininess of gold inside. Oh, well done, dear. You managed to open the correct box. There you go. You can take your money and don't forget this little winner's chip here. Well done. There you go. 30 gold pieces. Well done, you.
Don't you patronise me, you old swine.
Oh, I do apologise. I do apologise. I just was very happy for your win. It's nice when I see some of the people around here win. That's why I have a nice simple game. I don't like to create too much tension, but you've made me feel a little bit down about that.
Well, I didn't mean to. I just found you a bit patronising. I mean,
okay, well,
have the rest of my red crimson bullock.
Oh, I don't really want a half
glass.
Really... What have you done?
It's just an empty glass.
Oh, seems like you're adding a little bit of insult to injury. Okay, well.
Well, what are you on about? It's a branded glass. Costs you a small fortune normally.
Well, you've given poor Lark a little bit to think about, and maybe Lark won't be back next year. If this is the way. If this is the way that winners are gonna act. I've given you. I mean, you've come in here and you spent four gold pieces. You're walking away with 30 gold pieces. Money out of my pocket, it should be said. And you know, I don't know what to say. I mean.
Well, if anything, I've made your life better because it means that you won't be losing out on so much money next year. So if anything, I've improved your life. You're welcome.
Okay, well, I would have thought a man of your age would have had a little bit more humility, but okay. Well.
Nope, I'm a bastard.
No, you're right. And she reaches for the box. She says, well, that's it. That's the end of the game then. No more of these today. Lark knows where she's not wanted.
Lark, may I ask what your profession is outside of running this game?
I'm retired, actually. My husband, my poor husband, died a few years back, and I've just been living off of his pension. Just, you know, surviving and offering games like this and trying to help others to have a little bit of wealth. And I see now that probably my money could be spent elsewhere.
Lark, I'd like to gift you a possession of mine. I too have felt the pain of having a loved one taken from you.
Taken from me? Who was that then?
Your husband was taken from you.
But you said you had your loved one taken from me.
No, taken from me, I meant, sorry.
Your husband was cheating on you with this blue dust.
No, to the senile old man. My great-grandmother, Fairest Quench Forge. just gonna
Scribble
write
that down.
down.
Quench Forge.
Quench Forge.
Henceforth, Quench Forge.
Brilliant.
She
Bringer of doom.
she died several years ago, and in her dying breath, she gave me several human teeth, and I'd like two of these human teeth. They have given me nothing but luck ever since I carried them, and I'd like to give you them now.
Oh, thank you. It's quite the unusual prize, but the sentiment is there, and perhaps I can make some sort of game out of it and return another time and play a more skill-based game that people will respect, because apparently the type of game that I have is not respected. Speaking of respect, here's your winner's chip. I'm not gonna take that away from you, even though you don't deserve it because you don't have a winner's spirit. But there you go. Take it and be off with you, please. I do not want to see you anymore.
The contests went right to the wire. Who will win the tug of war in Dice and Desire?
Oh.
Why are you talking as if there's a camera there?
Yeah. Dweezil, who are you talking to?
So there you go. You've all, in your own unique ways, won 5 winners' chips. Some of you through skill, some of you through luck, some of you through theft.
I won mine, honestly. I don't know what you're on about.
Yeah, that means you all qualify for the finale, the tug of war. And you, as you've been walking your way around the festival, you've noticed the tug of war station, if you will, several times. Obviously, it's not, you've noted where it was, although it's been empty because no one's yet qualified a team to compete. And you make your way over to the station, and there's you're greeted by an amiable half elf, and he welcomes you over and says, one of my own, a half elf indeed. How are you, sir? My name is Leonis Eldaron, and you are?
Dweezil Van Zephyr, my good man.
Excellent, excellent.
Are we
And
using
who?
real names again?
I've never not used my real name.
Who was Jeff?
You have used you have used 2 names.
I was momentarily Jeff.
You've made your way to the tug of war station. I wonder, does that mean you wish to enter the tug of war?
I believe we are all ready for a good tug.
Excellent, excellent. Perhaps you could all show me your winner's chips. I only accept those who have won chips.
I pull out my 2 chips and surreptitiously just flick one back towards Quinch.
Quinch grabs it, looks at it. I told you to wipe it. And wipes it on his trousers.
Yeah.
Actually, he could have done it on the floor, but he's done it now.
Excellent. Excellent. 5 chips for 5 competitors. This is wondrous. Excellent. It's lovely when we get 5. I always say is the best amount of people to enter a tug of war. I don't know about you guys. Have you ever been into a tug of war?
I haven't, but I hear 3 is the magic number.
Yes, it is.
That certainly is magical. However, for 5 is the tuggage. No, that doesn't work. Anyway, lovely stuff. If you would please follow me, gentlemen, and I will rouse a crowd to come and watch this wondrous event. And he leads you over.
As we're making our way over, I say to the rest of them, it's customary in a tug of war for the biggest and strongest to go at the back in what they call the anchorman position. And with that in mind, I propose that Dabov takes the anchorman position.
Dabov taps his nose, points at Dweezil and goes, yes, I was just thinking the same thing.
Is this some elaborate joke that goes over my head?
Well, if it goes over the gnome's head, one would assume that it would hit you, you big green bastard. Sorry, just a half elf joke. We're not fans of the half orcs, but I'm sure you're lovely. Anyway, if you could just come here, and what order will you be competing in?
I'll go at the front.
I'll go at the back as discussed.
I'll go in the middle.
I will also go in the middle.
And I don't know what spaces are free.
One away from the back.
Yeah, you can
I'll
use your
go-
big old wings to cover up what the various activities going on at the back.
So
I don't expect there will be anything nefarious going on. But I'm happy to
Krill-
stand there anyway.
Krill, Dweezil, Gregamel, Quinch, Davos, front to back.
I can't believe we've got the twig old man in the middle.
Lovely. Okay. So he beckons you and says, "Oh, well, I can see that your confusion of where to stand. You've definitely not been in a tug of war before. Definitely not regular competitors. Lovely stuff, though. You are in... Okie dokie, that's excellent. Lovely. Just take in the scenery. Lovely stuff. Okay, just give me a moment." And he walks away. Walks back to essentially where you came from. And you suddenly hear his voice saying, "Ladies and gentlemen, finally, the finale of today's festival is here. Finally, we have a group of competitors worthy of taking on the Tug of War challenge. Please come hither, come watch as these 5 competitors take on the greatest challenge of today and see if they can tug better than they can walk." I don't know what the phrase is, but anyway, please come and watch this Tug of War finale for today's festival of Aegon. And as he says this, you can see that some of the people that are milling around the festival start making their way around, and they start essentially sort of making a semicircle around you. There's no fencing or anything, but they're sort of giving you respect and space to be able to compete. And this is pretty much, I wouldn't say everybody at the festival, but this is more than the 50 or so that were at the Battle of the Bards. There's maybe 100 or so people here at this point. And you can see some people very much, when they look at you, look at the competitors in front of them with a couple of barbarians, a dragonborn, a half-orc and whatnot, and then they see the smaller guy, they see the gnome, they see human and whatnot. You start seeing out the corner of your eye, you start seeing some money being changed hands and some betting going on as to whether you're going to win or not. Leonis makes his way back to you and he says, "If you could all just lift up the rope, but just with the one hand, please. Just lift up the rope with one hand, please. That would be excellent stuff."
Cool.
Yeah, lifting it up.
Excellent. Lovely stuff. Okay, we have our 5 competitors, but of course, 5 people on one side of a tug of war is no war indeed. It is but 5 men tugging alone. And at this point, I would like to welcome their competitors. And he reaches into his jacket, pulls out a wand, and he taps it on the rope. And then turns back to you and says, "Please, take the rope with your second hand." And as you do so, as you all grip the rope with your second hand, you see the other end of the rope just slowly lift from the floor.
Magic tug of war.
All of its own. And a wisp of smoke starts to appear on the other end of the rope. And before you stands a half-orc,
Oh.
a dragonborn half-human,
Oh.
a human, a half-elf, and a gnome. All looking very, very familiar, albeit slightly ghostly and discoloured.
You are indeed a handsome bastard.
Thank you, Krill.
As you raise up the rope, as the rope raises up, you notice that there is a red marker halfway between you and the ghostly versions of yourself. Leonis turns to you and says, "You are competing, as you can now tell, against yourselves in this contest of the tug of war. It is only the fairest way that this contest could be achieved. You must do one simple thing. This red marker must move 3 meters towards yourself, or 3 meters towards your opponents. The first marker that gets, the marker gets to the first 3 meters is the winner. Simple enough?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Then let's tug."
So we need to tug as hard as we can so we beat ourselves off.
So for this, all I'm going to ask for you is to essentially roll your strength, a strength throw. It's not a saving throw, but a strength check.
There shouldn't be any hardship.
I believe it's customary for the anchor to be able to wrap the rope around himself. Is that a rule that is allowed?
I know exactly where this is going, and I like it. In fact, have you got an inspiration?
No, I've not.
You can have one.
Thank you.
So, of course, you can wrap that around you, and you notice as you do it, the other Dabov wraps it around himself.
Interesting. It'd be interesting to see how well he's been duplicated.
Won't it just?
Yeah.
Right. So, can I have your respective? Can you roll me a d20? Essentially, what we're going to do is we're going to do a strength check. And what I'm going to do is, because of what you're doing, Dabov, which we can now say is essentially you're going to click the immovable rod.
I store the immovable rod on my wrist, generally, for general use, and I'm going to put my hands together so I can still press the button, essentially.
What we're going to say with that is we're going to give that a +5 bonus to you.
Okay.
Ooh,
I think
nice.
the easiest way of doing that, because it can be moved, although it's called the immovable rod, in theory it can still be moved.
Yeah.
With 5 people pulling on it,
I forget
what
strength they've got to be, but between them.
But I like your thinking, hence why you get the
+5.
Yeah. So 2, 16. So what did you guys get? So we're just going to take. Let's keep it simple. The highest roll overall.
So what have we got roll? Just our strength.
14.
Just your strength.
Oh, wait, plus strength.
So the highest of you versus the highest of them, rather than just going.
With my
Plus our strength.
+5, even taking off my -1 of strength, I still get 23 as a gnome.
23.
Wait, how did you
Okey-dokey.
get 23?
So I rolled 19.
Yeah.
I get +5 because of the
23.
immovable rod, and I get -1 because of my own natural strength. So
Oh, okay.
is that 23? Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. The highest over this side was 22.
Oh!
Which means that you managed to move the thing one way.
1 meter, is that one?
1 meter, yeah. So you're
And
now 2
we've
meters
got to
away.
get 3, yeah.
2 meters away from, yeah. You've got to get to 3. So you're 2 meters away from winning this. Okay. So roll again, please. So you managed to pull the rope towards you. Your
22
spectral
overall.
forces are unable to resist
21.
enough.
2 for me.
14 for me.
18.
18.
22 is the
22.
highest. Yeah.
22. We've got a 22 over here as well. So this tug is just keeps the marker in place. The crowd are loving this though. That there's they've seen this before. They've seen competitors match themselves before. So this is this is nothing particularly new for them, but obviously for you it is. So if you could have your third tug, please.
8.
15.
3.
19 overall.
12.
Okay. The highest we've got over here is 23.
Oh, back to
So
0.
that meter is that meter is back to 0. You're back to evens, which is understandable. You're fighting against yourselves. So it's not. Fourth roll, please.
Oh, didn't need it. 23.
17.
Can I use my bardic
17.
inspiration?
6.
Did you get one? You only got a
did.
drink, didn't you?
I got an energy drink, which was a bardic inspiration.
Okay, go for it.
D6 is it? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, I got a 19 and then a 1, so 20 overall.
We get a 24 over here
Oh.
with a
I get a
natural
natural
20 as well.
the maximum roll.
Did you get a natural 20?
Yeah,
And you got what, 23?
yeah.
Sad man. So that's 1 meter. So we're now the rope is now 1 meter towards them. Okie dokie. And what's the highest? We've got the highest over here is 20.
5.
Oh, you're
5
wrong again.
overall.
3 again from Dweezil.
12.
6.
18.
18. So the rope, even with your immovable rod, the rope manages to move 1 meter towards them. So they're only 1 meter away from winning at this point.
Come on, lads.
We're losing to ourselves, so it's fine.
We're losing to ourselves, so it's fine. There is pride in that.
We'll always be winners.
Oh, another Natty T, 23.
I got 2.
14 from the Dweez.
Natty T also 24.
Oh. We have a 24 over here as well.
Oh, come on.
Fuck's sake.
So the rope manages to stay in place.
Oh, 2 natural 20s and we can still only get a stalemate.
10.
Right.
16 from Dweezil this time.
We've got highest over here is 15, so you
21.
managed to bring it back.
Let's just say Dweezil does that.
No, I got 21, so that was
No,
all
I don't know. It doesn't matter though. It was all Dweezil.
Yeah, that's good.
You managed to get 1 meter closer to the midpoint. So another roll, please.
I like this dice, so it's better
Oh,
than my
19, 23.
12 again.
8.
23. Manages to pull you back to centre.
Oh.
You've gone from losing by 1 meter to back to the central point. Another roll, please.
14.
19.
22.
The highest we've got over here is a 16. So
20.
that means you're 1 meter back towards you. And the crowd, at this point, the crowd are loving it because obviously it's nice to see anybody win, but just to see the toing and froing, you've gone from, were you 2 meters, I think?
Yeah,
No,
I
you
think
were
so.
only, yeah, and then they've gone to 2 meters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's gone both ways. Another roll, please.
14.
15. 15.
17.
21.
21. We've only got a 20 here.
Oh.
So again, we're back to you. You're now 2 meters away from winning.
Dweezil looks at the crowd and goes, "Yeah, now you like me." Yeah.
Did you say 2 meters away from winning? Are we not?
Yeah, we're on
one?
2 meters over, aren't we?
Oh, was you 1 meter already? Sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So this is the winner
That's
potentially.
fine.
Yeah, this is going to be it. Come on, here we go. Natty T's out, boys.
18.
11.
17.
19.
Wait for it. 7.
What did you get? 19.
19.
Nice, is the highest.
We also have a 19 over here. Is that the highest? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was.
So you're still at 1 meter away from winning.
Come on, Quinch power.
Natty T's -1, 19.
16.
22.
12.
21.
We've got a 24 here, so it's back to 2 meters. They're
1
they're
meter.
pulling you back.
Back to 1.
I mean,
1 to us.
Yeah.
1 to you.
So excited.
Swapping dice.
19.
11.
20.
Let's bring out the big red.
7.
Oh, it's in that 20 again. 24.
We've got a 24 over here as well.
Getting out of 6, come on,
Ghost
boys.
Crew is banging out the natural 20s.
22.
Oh, there it is. 23.
17.
Natty T.
2.
Yes, 18.
23 over here as well, so it's still
God,
sticking that 1 meter away.
Come on.
9.
19.
Oh, 19.
22 again.
19, so 22.
Highest over here is 15, so
Yeah.
it's back to you. It's back to the 2 meters.
Oh, match point
Match
again.
point. Here we go, lads. Come on.
Match point, here we go. Come on,
Oh.
this is a good dice.
Tug like you've never tugged before.
12.
Literally dropped it.
17.
10.
Hang on, sorry.
Wait.
Oh, 14.
Unnatural 20.
1 meter back to them.
Oh my.
I'm getting out rainbow dice.
Ooh. Dice on the floor.
The crowd are just going mad. There's like whoops and you're still seeing. By the way, even though you're still concentrating on this, you can still see money changing hands. It's literally people are paying and then getting money back, and it's literally you can hear the commentator crying out saying that we've not seen a contest like this before. We've seen some tie contests, but this is just unrelenting. Okay, what have you rolled?
9.
10.
23.
23. We've got 23 here still. What is it? Is this currently 1 meter? Isn't
1
it?
meter to
1
us,
meter
yeah.
to
1 meter to us, yeah.
Yeah. Okay,
19.
okay.
10.
We've got
23 again.
We've got 24 over here.
7. Oh, we're back at even Stevens.
Back at even Stevens. Oh my goodness.
Sheila LaBeouf, come on.
Can we put in another
13.
one of those 4 hour later things that we did before?
11.
Yeah.
21 over here.
Wait.
12.
24. Natural 20 again.
Oh, boom, here we go.
This is
1
3
metre
natural
towards you.
20s. I'm smashing it with the dice.
I don't think you've had an extra 20 today.
1 metre to us.
Yeah.
1 metre to you, and
Oh,
it's
I changed
the
that.
highest over here is 20.
9.
21.
21, so
2 to
it's
us.
to 2 metres, right? So this could be match point.
Match point again, here we go.
Here we go. Come on, Quinch. Power of the Quinch. 9.
Natural 20. 24.
No,
No, 20. Oh, yeah, 20.
18.
20. No,
You got 24.
25. 25
Yeah.
from dab off.
No,
No,
you got
I got
mine.
-1 on strength,
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
24.
And so as you pull, you start seeing that marker moving towards you. But before it manages to get to the 3 metre mark, you suddenly hear a commotion
Here we go.
in the distance. You start hearing screams. You start hearing terror. You suddenly realise you've been so intensely involved in your own tug of war. You didn't feel the pounding on the floor. You didn't feel the vibrations coming your way. You didn't feel the 3 hill giants charging towards the festival.
Thank you for joining us on our adventures. Please subscribe and leave a review on whichever platform you listen to podcasts through. You can also find us on Instagram and Twitter at Dice and Desire, where we share behind the scenes bits and bobs, and we'd love to interact with you there.